Vocabulary for speaking. Theme. Studies and work. Most common words and phrases. 1. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Example: I am a freshman at my university. I am a sophomore at my university. I am a junior at my university. I am a senior at my university. 2. Literacy. Example: the rate of illiteracy is very high in underdeveloped countries. 3. Enroll in. Example: I'm going to enroll in a cooking class starting next week. 4. Vocational school. Example: I preferred going to a vocational school instead of getting a university degree. 5. Boarding school. Example: boarding schools are an ideal option for students who are far away from home. 6. Tertiary education. Example: after high school, I proceeded to tertiary education. 7. Faculty. Example: I am currently a student at my university's Faculty of Foreign Languages.
8. Private tutor. Example: my parents paid a private tutor to help me with my studies. 9. Distance learning. Example: distance learning became a popular choice for teachers to deliver their lessons during the COVID-19 pandemic. 10. Subjective test. Example: subjective tests are the perfect way to evaluate a student's critical thinking skills. 11. Objective test. Example: some teachers prefer giving their students objective tests since it takes less time to mark and give them an overall score. 12. Tuition fees. Example: the tuition fee for the school is increasing every year. 13. Extracurricular. Example: my mother usually says academic studies are necessary, but extracurricular activities also play an important role during my time in college.
14. University entrance exam. Example: the National University Entrance Exam is getting more and more difficult every year. 15. Hall of residence. Example: I am living far away from my hometown, so now I am currently staying in the school's hall of residence. 16. A straight A student. Example: when she was in high school, she was always a straight A student. 17. Be well-rounded. Example: he is not only an academic student but also a well-rounded individual. 18. Extracurricular activity. Example: besides studying mandatory subjects, students should be involved in extracurricular activities as well. 19. To fall behind with your studies. Example: if you keep on messing around, you will fall behind with your studies. 20. To sit an exam. Example: in July, most school leavers will have to sit the university entrance exam.
Nouns for study. 21. An undergraduate. Example: for a typical undergraduate using this book, the learning curve will be steep. 22. A postgraduate. Example: without any question, postgraduates will suffer at every level. 23. A lecturer. Example: he is from a middle-class background and is a lecturer in education. 24. A special needs student. Example: there are institutions that take good care of special needs students. 25. A background noise. Example: the cafe has an adequate level of background noise so I can focus on my work while being outside. 26. A distraction. Example: I can turn the television off if you find it a distraction. 27. An assignment. Example: I have a lot of reading assignments to complete before the end of term. 28. A curriculum. Example: maths is an intrinsic part of the school curriculum. 29. Distance learning. Example: distance learning does not include any face-to-face interaction between student and teacher. 30. A lecture. Example: who's giving the lecture this afternoon? 31. A seminar. Example: I attended practically every lecture and seminar when I was a student. 32. Tuition. Example. Few can afford the tuition of $12,000 a semester.
Verbs for study. 33. Concentrate on something. Example. You need to concentrate on the fundamentals in order to understand the subject. 34. Revise your notes. Example. I should revise the notes before my test. 35. Overcome the difficulty of something. Example. I overcame the difficulty of doing maths and got a degree. 36. Conduct a research. Example. In order to test our theory, we conducted a small research. 37. Study for an exam. Example. She is studying for her exams. We shouldn't bother her. 38. Cram for an exam, cram for a test. Example. I didn't study till the very last day. So I had to cram for the test. 39. Take an exam, take a test. Example. I took all of my exams, so I can relax now. 40. Pass an exam, pass a test, fail an exam, fail a test. Example. Passing or failing a test is solely based on your commitment. 41. Express somebody belief that. Example. He expresses his belief that the teacher should focus more on the basics. 42. Be in the belief that. Example. I am in the belief that we will beat this pandemic. 43. Boast about something. Example. He always boasts about his ability to read fast. 44. Succeed in doing something. Example. We succeeded in collecting enough information.
Adjectives for study. 45. Brilliant. Example. Her mother was a brilliant scientist. 46. Confusing. Example. The directions were confusing, and I got lost. 47. Logica. Example. Students need the ability to construct a logical argument. 48. Illogical. Example. It is an illogical statement, because if one part is true, then the other must be false. 49. Reasonable. Example. We have a strong team and a reasonable chance of winning the game. 50. Thoughtful. Example. He has a thoughtful approach to his work. 51. Wise. Example. Looking at the weather, I think we made a wise decision not to go to the coast this weekend. 52. Explanatory. Example. There are explanatory notes with the diagram.
Phrasal verbs for study. 53. Brush up on something. Example. He slowly brushed up on his guitar skill, and now he has become a star. 54. Come up with something. Example. She came up with a brilliant idea that saved our business. 55. Figure out something. Example. I figured out why she left. She was angry. 56. Hit upon something. Example. I hit upon this idea when reading a book. 57. Mull over something. Example. Sometimes, I have to mull over math problems for almost a week. 58. Piece together something. Example. The police pieced together the evidence and then prepared for an arrest.
Idioms for study. 59. Draw a blank. Example. I studied hard last night but still drew a blank on the test. 60. Put one's thinking cap on. Example. It's a difficult riddle. If you want to solve it, you'll have to put on your thinking cap. 61. Rack one's brain. Example. I racked my brain, but I couldn't think of a good topic for my research paper. 62. A bookworm. Example. He is a bookworm. Instead of playing games, he loves reading books. 63. Learn by heart. Example. You cannot learn by heart the whole book. Try to summarize it. 64. Pass with flying colors. Example. It was such a hard test. I have no idea how you managed to pass with flying colors. 65. A breeze. A piece of cake. A cakewalk. A walk in the park. Example. We thought the test was going to be a cakewalk, but it was actually pretty hard. 66. Hit the book. Example. Finals are next week and I haven't even started studying yet. I'd better hit the books tonight. 67. Pull an all-nighter. Burn the midnight oil. Example. I'd recommend that you not pull an all-nighter. It's not good for your health. 68. Burn the candle at both ends. Example. I think I'll sleep until noon tomorrow. I've been burning the candle at both ends and could really use some rest.
Common jobs. 69. Accountant. 70. Advertising executive. 71. Architect. 72. Artist. 73. Bank clerk. 74. Businessman. Businesswoman. 75. Business own. 76. Chef. 77. Composer. 78. Dentist. 79. Detective. 80. Engineer. 81. Event manager. 82. English teacher. 83. Explorer. 84. Fashion designer. 85. Football player. 86. Freelancer. 87. Interpreter. 88. Lawyer. 89. Math teacher. 90. Real estate agent. 91. Painter. 92. Police officer. 93. Pharmacist. 94. Photographer. 95. Pilot. 96. Researcher. 97. Secretary. 98. Security guard. Security officer. 99. Shop owner. 100. Singer. 101. Tour guide. 102. Translator. 103. University lecturer.
Collocations with job. 104. A 9-to-5 job. 105. A dead-end job. 106. A cushy job. 107. An ideal job. A dream job. 108. Manual job, non-manual job. 109. Highly paid job, badly paid job. 110. Permanent job, temporary job. 111. Apply for a job. 112. Take a part-time. Take a full-time job. 113. Resign from job. 114. Switch a job. Change a job. 115. Do a job share. 116. Job promotion. 117. Job prospects. 118. Job satisfaction. 119. Job hopping.
Job skills. 120. IT skills. 121. Communication skills. 122. Have a great command of foreign languages such as English or Chinese. 123. Leader skills. 124. Negotiation skills. 125. Critical thinking. 126. Problem-solving skills. 127. Self-management skills. 128. Interpersonal skills.
Job qualifications. 129. To be punctual. 130. To be articulate. 131. To be decisive. 132. To be clever. 133. To be dedicated. 134. To be responsible. 135. To be experienced. 136. To think out of box. To be creative. 137. To be humble. To be modest. 138. To be confident. 139. To be ambitious. 140. To be self-directed. 141. To be well organized and disciplined. 142. To be adaptable. 143. To be good at. To be clever at. To be quick at. 144. To have an ability to work under high pressure.
Other job words and phrases. 145. Achieve a better work-life balance. 146. Adversity. 147. Behind the scene. 148. Call in sick. 149. Clear your desk. 150. Dream of something. 151. Dynamic. 152. Error-free. 153. Expected salary. 154. Fast track scheme. 155. Flexible. 156. Foster creativity and imagination. 157. Get stuck behind the desk. 158. Give somebody paychecks. 159. Have a passion for something. Develop a passion for something. 160. Holiday entitlement. 161. Holiday pay. 162. Initial salary. 163. Intuitive. 164. Intriguing, fascinating. 165. Manage heavy workload. 166. Medium. 167. Monotonous. 168. Net salary. 169. Qualifications. 170. Reflect. 171. Sick pay. 172. Step down. Retire. 173. Trendsetter.